Hey, I cannot draft my team this Saturday. Can you help me set my auto draft?
Sure, let's start with your keepers.
Okay, first, I'll keep Drew Brees at quarterback and Miles Austin at wide receiver.
Okay, makes sense so far. What else?
Marcus Colston at wide receiver.
That didn't work last year.
Yes, but this year it will only be two Saints, that's all. I can win with just two guys from the same team.
Okay, last keeper.
Ricky Williams at running back.
You do realize he is 100 years old coming off a knee injury.
But he smokes weed, that will keep him young. Nothing says productive running back like a hooch-smoking 32-year-old on bad knees.
You know, Boomer, I never realized how much you resemble Napoleon Dynamite.
You should talk. Could you be any gayer in those shorts? You look like one of Kenny's uncles. Why don't you pull them up a little higher?
Okay then, let us get back to your selections. First draft pick. Who are you taking?
I think I should grab Ronnie Brown. He was also injured last year, but between him and Ricky Williams they combine for two healthy knees. How is that for brilliant? And if one of them fumbles, then the other one will be there to pick it up. I just hope he doesn't get a contact high from hanging out with Ricky. Next up, Felix Jones. The Cowboys' offensive line is shot, and they also have Marion Barber and Tashard Choice. With three guys sharing the ball, my guy will not get tired. For my next pick, I want Reggie Bush.
Wait a minute. That is another Saint. I thought you only said two. This could be a problem.
I did, but he's too good to pass up. He has been banging Kim Kardashian. A guy who can tap that fat ass all night long will have no problem pushing around defensive linemen and running over linebackers. Besides, it is only three Saints. I can win with only three Saints. That will be all.
Okay, if you say so. Next pick?
Let's go with Darren McFadden. He has been unreliable and unproductive so far in his career, but he plays for a really bad team that never scores. I figure he can keep Reggie Bush company on my team as another first-round bust. You can never have enough overrated players on your team. Besides, he doesn't play for the Saints. That is a positive. Now, I know what you are going to say. But with my next pick, I want Robert Meacham. I know he plays for the Saints, but they did win the Super Bowl last year. If New Orleans can win with four Saints on their team, then so can I.
I think you are making a huge mistake, but it is your funeral. Right now you have 9 players from only 3 teams. Have you ever heard of a bye week?
I'll be fine. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. Next up, Kenny Britt. He plays for the Titans, who have the greatest running back in the game and a quarterback who cannot throw. I like that. It means Britt will not get tired running a bunch of pass patterns. He'll be fresh for the playoffs. My next selection will be Chaz Schilens. I like drafting guys nobody has heard of. The only downside is he doesn't play for New Orleans. But he does play for Oakland. They only win about 4 games a year and hardly ever score, but at least I do not have to worry about him hurting himself doing a touchdown celebration. Now it is time for a defense. Since I have all of their offensive players, I have to pick their defense. We are going with the Saints. And while we are at it, I'm taking their kicker too with my next pick. This is going to be awesome.
We are almost at the end of the 2010 draft. You only have 3 players left to select and there are no more Saints left on the draft board. This could be difficult for you. But you need to think. You have 3 important positions left to field. A backup kicker, tight end and a backup quarterback.
Okay, first up, I want Jay Feely as my backup kicker. The team has lousy quarterbacks and no running backs. Hopefully they will be forced to kick a lot of field goals. Next, in keeping with my motif of picking receivers from teams with quarterbacks who cannot throw, I'll take Dustin Keller from the Jets. Do we get points for blocking? And finally, what could be a better choice for a backup quarterback than a quarterback that is truly a backup? We are going with Tavris Jackson with my last pick.
All right then. That is everybody. You are going to have a special team. I really am at a loss for words.
I know 2010 is going to be the most awesomest year ever. See you in the championship game. We still have 20 minutes left on our lunch hour. Let's go to the men's room and have sex.
You're out my mind, buddy. You're out my mind.